reports on the spate of rape cases involving minors in Kasuadari area of Chanchaga, Boso local government area of Niger State. Incidentally, another one is on queue. A blind man allegedly raped and impregnated a 15-year-old girl. How is that possible, you might ask? Well, Buktau Abubakar Wowo, who tells us that the victim is now 8 months pregnant, will tie loose ends.
Who pleaded anonymity said she became suspicious when she noticed some strange behaviors by the victim, who after interrogation confessed that her friend, who is now on the run, lured her into the blind and the visually impaired person's room where she was allegedly gang raped by the suspects. The 15-year-old victim, who hawks pub, also spoke off camera, alleging that her friend deceived her into the suspect's room in the blind person's home in Limawa area, in the heart of Mina, the Niger State capital, by ordering her to supply pub to the suspects. She added that the physically challenged suspects used her hijab to tie her face and mouth, then gang raped her, resulting in the pregnancy. Some concerned members of the Limawa community who heard about the incident reported to the police and the Child's Rights Agency in the state.
She's my nephew. So even their parents, they doesn't know anything about. And she, the girl, know what is going. And he told a friend, this is what is happened between me and those men. So she is even feeling how to explain it to their parent, and she didn't tell their parent. This girl, as you see, she's 15 years old. She not even see her first period.
She was rushed down to the hospital. She's actually pregnant, 8 months. From the doctor's report, she will have to undergo a cesarean section to deliver the child.
After investigation, the police took the suspect to court on a 3-count charge of criminal conspiracy, unlawful sexual intercourse with a child, and withdrawal of student from school, contrary to sections 9718 subsection 2 and 25 subsection 3 of the Penal Code Law and Child's Rights Law of Niger State 2010. The suspects on arraignment before Senior Magistrate Court 5 Tunga Mina admitted having unlawful sexual intercourse with the victim but denied being responsible for the pregnancy. Senior Magistrate Paul Aliyu Adama then adjourned the case to the 22nd of this month for the commencement of hearing and ordered that the suspects be remanded in the correctional center. Back in Limawa community, the alleged gang rape happened in this compound where the blind persons in Mina stay as one big family under the leadership of the traditional head of the blind, popularly called Sarkim Makafi. They have coexisted with their host community for decades. Good neighborliness that has now turned into that of cat and dog. This development, members of the community attribute to the increasing number of rape cases and child abuse perpetrated by the blind persons living in the area.
So they used to rape small children, those ones that brings those hoax-tellers children.
Last year, they raped one boy, not human, even the man. They caught the sentencing 15 years in jail. Government to help us in this very house. We want them to take them to another house.
The Sarkim Makafi Mina, Malan Rabiu Abdullahi, however, debunked the allegations, saying they are politically motivated, while accusing some members of the community of taking advantage of their condition.
Some members of the community do enter our home, consume hard drugs, rape our female children, and sometimes snatch our mobile phones.
We're deeply concerned about it because I think one of our very first cases that we got a life sentence was that of 2 blind men that had performed this of sodomy on a young boy. Increase in the crime within the blind home has been extremely high. We, of course, have noted it, and we're making frantic efforts to ensure that they are being relocated.
Whatsoever is the situation, question that may be on the lips of our viewers is, who could be responsible for the pregnancy? The answer for now, only time will tell.
It was a strange incident, and we are waiting for the day when rape will be history in that locality. Now, moving on, offering to foster a child in need of parental love while a biological parent battles the storms of life is challenging yet rewarding. But a situation where the foster parents refuse to release the child to the biological parent without money changing hands requires public attention. Chinasa John brings us the story of a woman in Ebonyi State who is having a hard time retrieving her child from foster care after recovering from a psychological trauma. You won't believe the amount she was charged. Watch this.
Former a graduate of physics education, her ordeal started when she finished her youth service and went back to her village in Anambra State, where she suddenly became mentally unstable. Her condition made her to leave her village, where she was receiving medical attention severally. On one of such occasions, she was raped, and that resulted to a pregnancy.
I used to hear voices talking to me to run away from home, so I just ran away from home around 2016. And when we now got her back from the Opi Weka, where she was like begging and asking for people's help, and we now noticed that she was pregnant.
While roaming the streets of Abakaliki, the Ebonyi State capital, she went into labor under one of the flyovers and was taken to Alex Ekweme Federal Teaching Hospital, Abakaliki, by a good Nigerian, where she was delivered of a baby boy. The hospital took care of them, but at a point had to hand the baby over to the State Ministry of Human Affairs, who then left him under the care of a couple who offered to foster him pending when the mother gets better.
Because we don't have a home, actually. They normally keep our babies in motherless babies' homes. And once the child is over 1 year, they don't take it from us.
Ifeoma later regained her senses, but never regained her son, as the former special assistant to the Commissioner for Human Affairs refused to return her son. Instead, he sued the family and the ministry.
And I recover myself, and I went to collect my baby. They refused.
The lawyer now came and said that they have forwarded that the case is now in court. They have the case with the Women's Affairs. That the Women's Affairs should give them 500 million for the child to be released. So sometime last month or thereabouts, the judgment came out, and there is in favor of the ministry. The story I heard again from my staff that went with them, that they went on appeal. But I've written to Commissioner of Police again, that is their duty to recover that child.
Or the CP advised the woman to go and wait. Let the court, appeal court where this other person has run to, judge the matter and know whether if you would just to her own favor. And by so doing, we will go into the matter.
But as it is, the law is very clear on the issue of adoption or even fostering. Section 131 of Child Rights Law of Ebonyi State makes it very abundantly clear. The court shall not make an adoption order in respect of a child. Fostering is fostering. At any point, the child that is under foster can always be retrieved.
No, I want the man to give me back my baby.
Efforts made to speak to Mr. Ali proved abortive, as his line has been unreachable for weeks now.
Please try again later.
For the family of Ifeoma, all the desire is to go home with their son, whom they have struggled to get back for over 2 years now. They have written a series of letters to different quarters and are hopeful that one day it will yield positive result.
Court will surely have updates. Watch out for more. A few weeks ago, Newsline featured the story of Hajia Fati, a victim of stray bullets who is living with a bullet still stuck in her skull 8 years after she was hit. The cheering news now is that relief has come the way of Hajia Fati, as some good-spirited individuals are reaching out to her. Achari Maxwell, who has been following the story, reports.
If you give her food now, if you just give her food now, just give her 5 minutes, she'll start calling you again. She's hungry, she's hungry. And it's not that she's hungry. She'll be on her bed.
A sympathetic daughter sharing the agony of a mother that was hit by a stray bullet. The bullet still stuck in her skull 8 years after the unfortunate incident. The pathetic story of Hajia Fati was captured and relayed to teeming viewers of Newsline with a passionate Save Her Soul appeal. Expectedly, the message has resonated and has started eliciting response packed with milk of human kindness. An Abuja-based foundation, Oluwafunmilayo Smith Foundation, has resolved to rescue not just Hajia Fati, but her 2 children, Aisha and Sadiq Abubakar as well. Hajia Fati's eldest son, Sadiq Abubakar Ali, computer science student, was said to have dropped out of Kaduna Polytechnic in his 2nd year. Mrs. Smith has taken over the responsibility of returning him to study through her foundation as soon as schools resume. Aisha is also a beneficiary of this kind gesture, as the foundation is set to open a hairdressing salon for her to make her self-reliant.
Everything will not be my husband. At least I'll have something to do with my own money.
For now, if it's not helplessness, there's nothing wrong with me. It's just I'm weak. I'm weak and helpless.
Hajia Fati is at the moment still pushing to survive, with her medical reports being reviewed by a Dubai hospital in the US. As that is being awaited, the foundation is set to provide her and her children total rehabilitation.
I think what we need now is to raise money, put on therapy, put a beautiful standard house for her, I think, so that she can live with the kids, especially the first son. Because I feel seeing the children around is another happiness on a side.
And we have little contributions from other good Nigerians. But so far, so good.
Another good Samaritan has also expressed readiness to take full responsibility of Hajia Fati's surgery as soon as the hospital reviewing her records gives the green light. For now, all fingers are crossed in anticipation of better life for Hajia Fati and her family. Thanks to the kind-hearted Nigerians and groups who have come to Hajia Fati's aid. We'll keep you posted on her progress. Next up, Kelechi Emmanuel lived a regular life in the FCT until he was down and got diagnosed with a deadly hip disorder 3 years ago. To save his life, he needs 5 million naira only for urgent surgery at the Federal Medical Center, Abuja. Tessie Mary reports that Kelechi, a cinematographer, is constantly in pains.
Dozie Kelechi, a 23-year-old, is a native of Agu local government area of Enugu State. Emmanuel, just like any young man, aspires for greatness and self-reliance. He graduated as a cinematographer trying to make ends meet. These dreams and aspirations were cut short due to a health condition in 2017.
Kelechi has been my patient in the last 1 year. The fact that the sickle cell disease was not diagnosed early enough led to all these complications he's having now. So presently now he's having bilateral avascular necrosis of the femoral head with protruso. It's actually a bone condition that affects the hip and is very common among sickle cell disease patients.
Kelechi never experienced any symptoms of sickle cell in his whole life, but surprisingly, he was diagnosed a patient of sickle cell. It was also confirmed to him that he needs total hip replacement to be able to walk again.
This is just my life now. I live in pain every single day because every day I wake up with pains. I go to bed with pains. I can't even walk without pain relief drugs. Now I live on drugs. I lost my dad. That's in 2017. I was even still on the sick bed when my dad died. Right from birth, it wasn't there because according to my mom, she said it wasn't there even when she did her this thing, the normal antenatal and everything, that they didn't see anything. So it was just 2017. That was when we discovered when I had my first crisis.
This condition needs the sum of 5 million naira for Kelechi to undergo surgery, as his family have spent all they have and they are calling on members of the public to help save his life.
I'm here to plead with Nigerians to help us to donate the sum of 5 million for his surgery. We are stranded, we don't know who to turn to.
Kelechi is the only male child of a family of 5, whose mother is a widow.
Believe Kelechi, the only male child of his family, will get the assistance he needs. Nigerians are known to be their brother's keeper. I'll pause a while for some messages. Join us again for more.
Bros of life! Bros of the next life! Bros of the life of the next life! Una! Arrange your voice for cash now!
Hola. Shift. Mind yourself. Social distancing, please.
We observe social distance in this house.
Bros, I dey watch you. Maintain your social distance.
You've never done before. Find your first with the best data deals in town. Dial *777#. Glow Unlimited.
That we live in unusual times is no longer news. Each one of us has either lost loved ones, lost neighbors, until a vaccine is found to stop the spread of this coronavirus. It can only be fought with love. To governments at all levels, to corporate organizations, to NGOs, to religious institutions, to individuals, purchase the CAS 3-in-1 protection pack and donate to communities across the nation. When you are protected, I am protected. When I am protected, you are protected.
Place your order at 2,999 naira. It would be delivered to your doorstep by FedEx courier service anywhere in Nigeria at no extra cost. Contact our 24/7 call center at 09-904-1000 or visit our website casppe.com.ng. CAS 3-in-1 complete protection. Protect others to protect yourself.
Oh, see how oily I am. It'll take forever to clean this.
Take it easy, Pan. Your days of endless scrubbing are over. Madame just bought Sunlight dishwashing liquid.
What do you know about a Pan's life?
This advanced formulation has real lemon juice that'll cut through all those stains fast in just one wipe.
Wow, that was fast.
See how easy it is to remove oil in one wipe? Sunlight dishwashing liquid removes oil stains in just one wipe.
You clean your teeth every morning, but that fresh breath feeling just doesn't last. The answer? Easy. You keep your teeth strong and healthy and give your mouth long-lasting fresh breath with new Oral-B 2-in-1 toothpaste. It helps strengthen your teeth and gives you long-lasting fresh breath.
So fresh, still fresh, and still fresh.
Stay strong, stay fresh. New Oral-B toothpaste for strong teeth and long-lasting fresh breath.
Shopping with the right place, That one no fine.
No, nice. No, it's too dull.
This one.
Oh wow, it's beautiful. Omo, this fabric, it gon' fade, though.
Yeah. Look, make I tell you something. The new area Ankara, it go take good care of it.
No.
Right? Not lie, not true.
And the price, cheap.
Try new Ariel on your Ankara and colors now.
Moments can be ordinary. It's what we make of them that really matter. Make the best of every moment. like super moms do with Indomie. Moments to laugh with Indomie. Moments to learn with Indomie. Moments to care with Indomie. Moments to share with Indomie. Moments like no other to appreciate.
Super Moms create special family moments with your love. Celebrate these delicious moments with Indomie noodles. Indomie noodles, tasty nutrition, good for you.
What do you need to win on virtual sports betting? Just one thing, your smartphone and the 1xBet website. Place a bet on 1xBet. It's very simple, just one click. And remember, at 1xBet, virtual becomes real. Enjoy watching the game, see your bet win, and then get real money from bets. And enjoy every victory. 1xBet. Virtual games, real wins.
Oh, see how oily I am. It'll take forever to clean this.
Take it easy, Pan. Your days of endless scrubbing are over. Madame just bought Sunlight dishwashing liquid.
What do you know about a Pan's life?
This advanced formulation has real lemon juice that'll cut through all those stains fast in just one wipe.
Wow, that was fast.
See how easy it is to remove oil in one wipe? Sunlight dishwashing liquid removes oil stains in just one wipe.
Dangote is back again with Dangote Bag of Goodies Season 2. Spell and be a millionaire. In 16 weeks, 1,000 people will become millionaires. That's not all. Lots of amazing prizes to be won. From tricycle, motorcycle, television set, and many more. To win, buy any bag of Dangote cement that has Bag of Goodies written on it. Remove and scratch the cards you find inside. To win instant prizes like airtime, Dangote food packs, and many more. And keep the scratch card for the spell to win the star prize. Get on the cards to spell DANGOTE and be a millionaire. Redeem your prizes at Dangote Depot, regional offices, or selected wholesale outlets near you. Check newspapers and posters for more details. This promo starts July 15 to November 15, 2020. Dangote Bag of Goodies Season 2. Spell and be a millionaire. This year will still be great for you.
We will begin this segment with several events. One of the leading three-wheeler vehicle dealers in Nigeria, Simba Group of Companies, has unveiled its new tricycle and motorcycle in Kano State to ease transport needs. Mohammed Rabiu Ali reports that football legend Kanu Uwankwo was among dignitaries present at the inauguration.
In 1988, Simba Group, a conglomerate, has its operations in several sectors of Nigeria's economy. One of such is TVS Tricycle. It is one of the transport systems in Kano that is affordable for commuters. It also eases hardship being experienced in the past and brought about significant reduction in road crashes. To meet the need of distributors, dealers, and commuters, Simba Group, the makers of TVS, deem it fit to bring into the market an affordable and durable tricycle and motorcycle for Nigerians. While unveiling the new three-wheeler and motorcycle, former Super Eagles captain Kanu Uwankwo commended Simba Group for its commitment to transport sector in the country.
Appreciate what they are doing, and remember they are Nigeria's largest selling keke brand. They are trusted by the keke community and in every part of the country. So if the trust is not there, they won't be in every part of Nigeria.
Our event is very important for us because see our dealers, our fleet owners, our customers who really follow Mr. Kanu, they got a chance to meet him, to interact with him, take pictures with him. So the real pleasure for us is being a brand ambassador. He's traveling with us, meeting our customers, our dealers, all the stakeholders. So I think that's the pleasure for us.
The good news for the esteemed users of TVS is that there will be no worry as service centers are now readily available nationwide. After a hectic day, a befitting reception was organized to say thank you to distributors and dealers.
Product is wonderful. In short, it doesn't have competition.
Not only focusing on the business, they are trying to help Nigerians, which is also good. In terms of business, you can look at their products. They have good, very good, solid products.
Simba TVS is a proud supporter of the Nigeria Football Federation.
All things work together for good. This is a popular saying often used to motivate anyone in distress. We could say this maxim applies to the situation in Gui community in the FCT, where members wallowed in sadness following the loss of an illustrious son who died in a fatal car crash. And to pacify the people, a good deed was done for the benefit of the community and her neighbors. Jide Onifade tells us more.
Great sadness is written on the faces of the people of Gui village, a suburb of the Federal Capital Territory, and rightly so. It was the 13th of March 2020, a day one of their rising stars dropped and died in a fatal accident. The death of Ali Gomina, one of the outriders attached to the convoy of the Vice President, brought great grief to everyone. Not only members of his Gui community, but the Vice President who aborted his journey on that dark day. The Vice President paid a condolence visit to the community and Ali's family, including his wife and a 5-day-old baby he left behind. And since then, it has been one form of assistance or the other to the family and the Gui community. Take, for example, these 6 blocks of classrooms sponsored by the federal government under the Sustainable Development Goals.
This was done in the light of Goal 1, which is no poverty, quality education. You have seen the classrooms there, block of classrooms. These were also constructed in furtherance of the implementation of the Sustainable Development Goals in Nigeria. And you can see the community is quite appreciative of what government has done.
Some of them actually don't go to school after their primary education, so they requested for a junior secondary school. And so this is what has happened in barely 6 months after the request was made. We've provided a 24 classroom block of buildings for the people.
I really appreciate the Vice President that has bailed me and my people out of poverty in education. This place from the main road is almost 6 kilometers. During rainy season, our children find it difficult to go and attend class somewhere else.
The only primary school in the community is also being given a facelift under the same program.
And we pray that his entire family and his entire community will live joyfully and find happiness here.
Amen. This is a case of a promise made and promise kept.
Both the district heads, the community, and the members of the family are really happy with it. Not only does the family have the bungalow, they also have a shop.
Just 6 months ago, Ali Gomina died, leaving behind 12 children. Hussein is one of them.
So today is one of the most happiest days of my life.
Now, just 6 months ago, this village was in grief, deep sorrow. But today, that has been overtaken by joy.
Appreciation must go to the federal government, the Vice President, for the kindness and generosity. Next up, family members, friends and well-wishers converged on Ilorin, the Kwara State capital, to witness the investiture of the 12th and first female district governor of Rotary District 9125. The event was utilized by philanthropists as a moment to chart a way forward for the club. Aisha Abubakar Yaya will bring us the highlights.
Established in 2006, Rotary District 9125
comprises 139 clubs covering northern states and 5 states in the southwest, making it the largest district in the country. Jumoke Bamigboye is wife of former military administrator of Bauchi and Osun State, Theophilus Bamigboye, a graduate of Political Science, University of Uyo. She joined the Rotary Club 30 years ago and served as assistant governor of the club for 3 consecutive times. Since 2011, having attended all Rotary international conventions, Jumoke has been instrumental to the chartering of several new clubs. Jumoke Bamigboye is the 12th district governor of Rotary District 9125 and the first female governor of the club.
We are here to represent Excellency, the First Lady of Kebbi State, Dr. Zainab Shinkafi Baguzu. She's very delighted. She sends many congratulations to her.
From our days as the First Lady to 2 states, you are happy that she's a go-getter.
Rotary Club will be more involved in road safety management within the country. So I want to congratulate Rotary for deciding to make road safety as one of their key partners.
Jumoke Bamigboye's humility, according to her husband, Theophilus Bamigboye, will take Rotary Club to a different and unique level.
Kept on rising in the Rotary family. It's a joyous day. I'm happy, I'm proud of her.
Now, it is time for the business of the day, the induction as the first female governor.
As a governor, I have an enlarged coast to serve in all the capacity I can to render service to the less privileged in the society and to assist governments in making sure that the little we can do as humans, we do to support the governments.
There was presentation of awards to outstanding members who had contributed to the development of Rotary and humanity over the years.
Congratulations to Jumoke Bamigboye on her investiture. Away from events, whenever someone commits suicide, it leaves a trail of unanswered questions, especially if the victim left without a suicide note. Now, there are several factors responsible for the dark decision, and experts agree that depression is a leading cause. However, let's hear from someone who attempted suicide as she tells her story to Anne Jibuno.
Things are looking good for Simon, a small business owner who came to Abuja with big dreams. But his life was not always this way.
Like suicide, sometimes like, let me just die. But maybe I will say it's because of anger. Yeah. So it happened often. What helped me most time is just from people experience. I've had people going through some similar issue, and then they came out with that successful and they overcome that problem.
You can call Simon Agon lucky or maybe fortunate. He is among the few Nigerians who defeated suicide.
I remember a man called, he was an engineer, but he was involved in debts, so much debt. And this fellow will come to the hotel because then my senior brother owns a hotel in Kaduna, and I was assisting in that hotel. This man will come in the evening, he will order for big stouts. They should give him isiewu. There's this goats, they prepare this isiewu. And every evening we'll eat, and he will eat with his friend, pay for his friend. But the next day we just had the news that engineer committed suicide in his house, and he left a note. What was the note he left? He said the debt he's owing is much for him, and a lot of people are owing him, and he cannot take it any longer.
I was barbing one of my clients, then he showed me the picture of how their gate man killed himself. But they just woke up in the morning around 6 a.m. They discovered the guy with a rope on his neck and he's already dead. Left his family for the people he's working for to take care of, and also his dead body as well.
264 Nigerians lost their lives to suicide in the last 4 years. An alarming projection by the World Health Organization also indicates that more people will take their lives in 2020. Even more worrisome is a report by the International Association for Suicide Prevention that suicide is the second leading cause of death among persons between 15 and 29 years.
Maybe, probably when you see life is not working for you, maybe everything you've planned for yourself is not going as you planned. At times, I think this is where depression now comes in, and you feel like, oh, you've not done anything at my age. I'm so age. My mates are getting deals. My mates are driving their own cars.
Health experts have pointed out danger signs in persons with suicidal tendencies to include drastic change in behavior, loss of confidence and interest. A family history of suicide could be another risk factor to be taken seriously.
When people start to have suicidal ideations, they have them because they get to a point where they feel like there's no end to their problem. They get to a point where they feel like there's no need trying. So it's almost like a tunnel vision of, I can't see any light. The possible only way out is by taking my life.
Though the law currently prosecutes cases of suicide attempt based on the merits of the case, suspects are more or less treated as mental patients. Concerned persons are, however, pointing to the family and clergy for solutions.
We have some role by teaching them the right thing, teaching them about life, and that it doesn't matter the situation, you will always overcome. With God on your side, prayer, you will get over it.
Be patient, exhibit your faith, mingle with people who will talk positively to your senses and do things that will make you happy. Islamically, then the last one is prayer.
Reports on social media indicate a rise in suicide cases, and gestures such as the World Suicide Prevention Day may hopefully prevent many more like Simon Agon, who survived suicide against all odds.
I must say Simon is lucky to be alive to tell the story. And no matter how you feel, suicide should not be an option. To an interesting one, finding a soulmate is not easy for everyone. For some who are tired of searching, matchmaking is the best bet. Fatima Sanusi Karayi reports that the small and mighty are engaging the services of matchmakers and how the age-long business continues to thrive.
Of joy. This is the only cry that melts the heart. It is like nothing else in the world as she gazed down on her precious gift. This young woman is among hundreds of women and men who are introduced by matchmakers, eventually got married, and now with a beautiful story in her hand. Finding that special someone in a fast-paced society like Kanu may be daunting. So eligible marriage partners are taking the easy way out by allowing professionals to do the hunting and digging for them discreetly. The art of matchmaking is entering modern era as it gives options and hopeful insight for those looking for a long-time relationship. Hajia Asabi, one among many matchmakers in Kano, has her house filled with 40 to 50 clients every day who do not wish to be recognized, trooping in and out, searching for the one. This 20-year-old, simply known as Umi, is among the lucky clients who got her match.
Hajia Asabe introduced me to him and we are getting married in 2 months.
She introduced me to my husband and we have been married for 3 years and we have a son.
Hajia Asabe said she had arranged more than 300 successful marriages and cancelled many.
Before I matchmake, the client must go through medical scrutiny. And sometimes if I ask them to go for these medical checks, they don't come back again.
The story is the same with other matchmakers who are gaining popularity through the spousal intervention platform, which comes in categories. Before matchmaking, potential marriage partners will have to purchase a form, which price varies from 1,000 to 5,000 depending on the category. The most eligible category being women who owned a house, men in uniform, and rich widows.
Some like rich men, some like beautiful and young.
But the system is not without some problems, as some clients come with deceptive and indecent intentions, while Umi waits for her day to come. This young mother looks up to a beautiful future with her husband. Well, anytime you are searching for that special someone and it is proven difficult, it will not hurt to just seek help from the right place. Maybe in Kano.
I quite agree. Matchmaking is not a bad idea if applicants come with equity. That's my 2 cents on the issue. Moving on, tribalism and ethnicity have been identified as major causes of disunity and obstacles to development in Nigeria. In spite of several campaigns and activities aimed at breaking disunity, the story has not changed. This is, however, one activity that can foster national unity if encouraged. Yearning to know? Please listen to Annie Daniels.
From creation, marriage has remained an institution that creates so much bond between not just the couple but their families. My respondents all agree that the several problems with devil in Nigeria can be curbed through encouraging intertribal marriages.
On one side, you get the issue of religions becoming a threat to our national unity. And on one side, you also get the tribal aspect of it as becoming yardstick to our progress as a nation.
Eze Uche Dimba, Yerima Shetima, and Peter Okosun are among Nigerians who have promoted intertribal marriages in their own little ways.
My last daughter, I gave her to a Yoruba family from Ikberuremo. The moment the family is good, I don't care.
I got married to an Ibibio woman, Akwa Ibom State. So I'm a clear example. I did that to promote national unity. And I also advise, if my son wishes to marry from Yoruba land or anywhere, of course I will encourage him to do that.
I'm from Edo State. My wife is from Cross River State.
They further revealed to me that parental interference is a major threat to promoting intertribal marriages in Nigeria.
When I gave my daughter to Yoruba, my own senior brother said that I was crazy.
There's this fear, this hidden fear that this guy might not know what, or this girl might not know what she wants.
Other respondents fear that religious and language barriers will remain a hindrance to achieving national unity through intertribal marriages. There is a quick answer to that.
Those who want to worship Ifa, those who want to worship God, those who want to worship Allah, don't change anything. What matters is, after all said and done, we come to the round table and discuss the future of our country.
And anybody who says Islamic religion is about forcing people to join religion is lying. Nowhere in the Quran says that. Islam is only talking about peace.
I don't understand the language. She does not understand my language. But we understand each other because we communicate with English.
They speak further on the gains of the steps they took.
We're still together with 4 kids. And life has been fine. And also it's her food. This afang soup and the kai kong and the rest of it. Fantastic.
That is the shortest cut to killing tribalism, because now my Yoruba in-laws will not be happy if something wrong is being done to an Igbo man. Me too, I will not be happy, because if such a thing happens, it might affect my in-laws and it will turn back and affect me.
All my respondents agree that intertribal marriages will encourage growth and social interaction, reduce tribal and ethnic conflicts, and promote love among the various tribes.
In other words, let's encourage intertribal marriages that bring us closer, just like football. You're watching Newsline. There will be more reports when we return.
Chowder, non-stop. Non-stop chowder. Let's go.
Oh, stop. There are germs. You'll fall sick. Daughter, why don't you stop them?
Mom, stopping the kids from playing stops the learning. That's why we stop the germs.
Indeed, Safeguard fights against germs. Safeguard removes 99% of germs.
Why don't you stop them? We have to stop. Not the kids, but...
You clean your teeth every morning, but that fresh breath feeling just doesn't last. The answer? Easy. You keep your teeth strong and healthy and give your mouth long-lasting fresh breath with new Oral-B 2-in-1 toothpaste. It helps strengthen your teeth and gives you long-lasting fresh breath.
So fresh, still fresh.
and still fresh.
Stay strong, stay fresh. New Oral-B toothpaste for strong teeth and long-lasting fresh breath.
Your hogs are a comfy place for dropping in, for lazing around, and hanging out. So we've designed our hugs to be just as comfy, with a super-absorbent cord to lock wetness away, and a soft, flexible waistband. Our most comfortable diaper keeps baby comfy at every angle. We'll never stop finding new ways to hug more like you. Huggies, your hugs inspire ours.
Like a bird needs wings to fly, you need skills to be productive. No matter the level of your education, ITF can train you to acquire skills in areas like mechatronics, metal machining, facility technology, electronics and computer networking, information and communication technology, ICT, culinary art, and agriculture. Acquire a skill and transform yourself from being unemployed to becoming even an employer. Be a valuable Nigerian youth. Say no to unemployment and poverty.
I'll spread my wings and fly so high. I'll reach for the stars, yeah, it's time.
Industrial Training Fund, developing the nation's human resource.
Is it the way that you look at me? Or the ways that you make me feel? 'Cause I just wanna get indulged. I just wanna feel so overwhelmed with your touch and taking me all the way to the moon to get indulged. This is for the best. My inclination never fails me though. I just love it for it. It's indulging. Let us go. Set in the mood right here we play. But you can make me a dream.
Zero Quality Cafe Liquor. Classic, strong, satisfying.
From dusk to dawn, 24 hours a day, NTA International is with you. In your living room, office, and everywhere, anywhere. We provide the company you desire in terms of balanced and up-to-date news, programs, and the best of entertainment. Tune in to DSTV channel 251, GoTV channel 91, Freeview channel 264, or live streaming via www.visiontv.co.uk. Application for iOS or Android. Intelsat 901/332.5 degrees east. You can also see us on Facebook and YouTube for quality content on the go. NTA International, Africa's window to the world.
Joy Onekanse was a 36-year-old successful businesswoman headed for the top. When she was declared missing on the 20th of August this year, little did anyone suspect that she had been murdered in cold blood and buried in her compound by her fellow tenants in Asaba, the Delta State capital. Austin Edemodo reports on what happened after a corpse was exhumed.
Residents of GRA Asaba are attracted to a horrifying experience of a crime scene where a shallow grave has been identified by the police. The compound in question is just 2 poles away from the GRA police station, Asaba, within the state capital. Anger and frustration boiled over as journalists and some aggrieved persons were denied access to witness what detectives have now tagged as a murder case. Sadly, the victim is this 36-year-old Joy Onekanse, an engineering graduate and an events manager. She was since declared missing 3 weeks ago by the family members.
I called her about 2 weeks and now her phone was not going. So, and I said, what is happening? I called our last born. I said, look at her. I called my sister that her phone is not going. She said, what is happening? He said that he wants to call her. I said, calm down, that I should calm down first. Let me continue trying her number. Like after we continue like 3-4 days, nothing is happening. So we start taking some move. At the end of the day, we heard that they caught the one man with one of her vehicle, Avalon.
This is the gory sight of the once vibrant young lady after her body was exhumed.
I don't want it.
The question as to who must have committed this heinous crime lies in this compound where she lived and was found dead. Joy was indeed a victim of enemies within. One of the suspects is this young man called Sunny. He was hired some time ago by the deceased as a security guard and stays in this gatehouse with his family. This Seriki who introduced Sunny to the deceased explained how he alerted the police on sighting the suspect zooming away with one of the victim's cars.
The way that they want to release, I said, no, we didn't see this madam. I will not release this boy. Until this number goes, we will find out to know what's going on.
The second suspect has been identified as Nonso, a co-tenant with the late Joy. He occupies one of the flats in the down floor of this 4-flat apartment, while the victim Joy lived a flat above him.
2 tenants were living in that house. This woman and one Nonso Ekene. So that Nonso Ekene, 2 of them now are in a police net, and they are being interrogated as to how the woman was killed in this house, buried, and nobody can give account of how it happened.
Everyone is now waiting to hear from the suspects on what motivated them to cut short the life of Joy Onekansi at her prime.
It's very sad what happens to Joy. Her alleged killers have it coming. Let's go on a quick break. See you shortly.
So smooth. But how I do my thing smooth, that's on everything. Smooth. But how I do my thing, working like I'm buzzing, bet I'm bugging for the honey. But how I do my thing smooth, that's on everything. Smooth.
News desk at 3 p.m. and 6 p.m. and late evening news at 11 p.m.
Follow us on any of our platforms and keep abreast of events and current affairs within and outside our shows.
We are on DSTV channel 419, GoTV channel 46,
Star Times channel 101 and Free TV channel 703. Join us.
That's Newsline this week. Do your best to join us Sunday, same time. I'll leave you with this. The world is full of nice people. If you can't find one, be one. Good night and God bless Nigeria.
You can follow us on all our social media platforms: Facebook at NTA Network News, Instagram at NTA Network, Twitter at NTA News Now,